Hallo, Michael Adams, immer noch auf der Edelmetallmesse, das wissen Sie schon. Und Nicola Mining habe ich jetzt am Start, und zwar den Peter Espig. Der Nicola hat noch hier keinen Stand, aber der Peter ist extra gekommen, um hier sich den Investoren zu stellen und auch natürlich mit Medien wie dem Stock-Telegraph zu sprechen. Und bin ich mal gespannt. Es gab sehr viele Neuigkeiten bei Nicola und da führt uns jetzt der Peter dann gleich durch. Tell me, there have been a couple of good news releases. What have been the developments in Nicola for the last couple of months?
Yeah, I think we've had three milestones that we've hit that we're all pretty excited about. The first one was that we announced that we started becoming cash flow positive, and so that doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to always be cash flow positive, but we have 5 milling contracts, and we started milling the material from Dome Mountain, which is Gavin Mines Inc., and that's been a very good business, not only for us but also for our partner. Right. And typically we go into these contracts with a 50-50 profit split. So, the grades that we're getting from the mine on the 5,000, actually closer to 7,000 tons, it's running approximately 9 grams per ton, which is pretty good grade. And then the other update that we have is we had the drilling that we conducted on Thule Copper, and Thule Copper is a copper asset that we have that we own 100%, and it's adjacent to Highland Valley Copper, which is the largest mine that Teck Resources has. Yep. So the drill results were, very, very exciting. We had 86 meters of 1.1% plus, and that would put us among the top grade in Canada over the past decade. Wow. And so that's the embayment zone, and we're also very excited. We're probably more excited about the Titan Queen zone, which is about 1 kilometer from the old pit. And what we have there is it's a porphyry type of mineralization. So one of the things that the geologists were always very intrigued about is the Craigmont open pit was a very large skarn, but they never found the source of where that skarn came from, the porphyry. Yep. And it looks like that we may have come across that porphyry. So
you found that, maybe.
Yeah. Well, we know we have a porphyry.
Okay. Yeah.
We don't know exactly if that is the porphyry that feeds the embayment zone, but there's indications that it does. But we know we have a porphyry. We know that we're close. We're approximately 100 meters away to, let's say, 100 to 200 meters away from the porphyritic zone. Right. We don't know what the grades are, but there is indication that we're very excited about those grades. And remember that the historic Craigmont pit was a 1.28% copper pit, which is very high grade for an open pit, and that kind of coincides with our 1.1% drilling result that we have.
Okay, yep.
And the last milestone that we've been able to accomplish that we're very excited about is the partnership, which is exploration and material purchase agreement that we signed with Highland Valley Copper Partners, or Highland Valley Partners, which is 98% owned by Teck Resources. Okay, yep. And what it does is we have approximately between 80 to 90 million tons of waste material. We call it the waste dumps on our site, and the reason they're waste dumps is the historic Craigmont mine had a cutoff grade of 0.7%. Okay. Highland Valley is milling about approximately 0.2%. So the cutoff grade of the old mine is higher than the cutoff, the grade that Teck is currently milling at Highland Valley Copper. So it was a venture that we've been working on for 2 years. We've signed it, and we've started the process to do the exploration, which we expect to commence in January. And then from there we'll go towards developing a mine plan if it's deemed economical, which we're confident that it will be. and then from there we will start moving the material to Highland Valley Copper.
Okay, yeah, that's bringing you into the new year, into January, as you just mentioned. So, what can the investors expect like for later on in 2017? So, what kind of milestones are on your agenda to hit, to cross out?
Well, it's difficult to answer that because I don't want to forecast too much, but I think that I would expect, we're positive, we're confident that the mill will be starting in, after the breakup, the winter breakup, that the mill will be operating and we will be continue to mill gold material from our partners. I can't get it. Some of the agreements have confidentiality attached, but what I can say is that the contracts that we have are all between 0.25 ounces to 5 ounces of gold per ton. So these are all high-grade contracts. We also have the Tech Resources transaction that we're hoping to move forward for. Now, that's not something I can't say when the mining or if the mining will commence, but if it does, that's something that will that's something that's pretty exciting. I mean, the contract is for 40 cents a ton of material. So, we have 80 to 90 million tons. So if you take 80 million tons, 40 cents per ton is quite a bit. Now, we know that not all of it is economical, but we know that parts of it are. So that's another milestone. And we also, sometimes people forget about how, because of the significant grades that we've had on the drilling, that people have kind of moved away from the fact that Nicola Mining has cash flow, Nicola Mining has revenues, and we also have Treasure Mountain. And Treasure Mountain, we have level 1 stope 2, where we have 430,000 ounces of 43101 compliant silver. We have 1.1 million pounds of lead, and we have close to 800,000 tons of zinc. And from the levels that were the mining levels, so from the costs associated with extracting that material, 70% has already been incurred. So really what we have is we have an estimate of mining the 430,000 ounces of silver at $480,000. Then we have a cost of trucking of approximately $300,000, and let's call it $400,000 in milling costs. So you're looking at, $1.1 million to extract 430,000 ounces of silver plus the value that we get for the lead and the zinc. So if silver is the right price, we're not going to extract it. We're not going to take it out if the silver prices are below $20. But it's something that we have the ability to commence at any time.
Yeah, sounds to me, that there are exciting times, especially in 2017, are ahead of you. Yeah, so good luck for all your endeavors, and I'm pretty sure that if the company and Peter, they can deliver on what he just said, that the share price should appreciate that. So enough said. Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Just one more comment. I would say that if we were to look at what would be the drivers of the share price, I think that we will do a drill program on Thule Copper next year. Okay. And because the zone, so for example, the embayment zone is very well defined. Remember that we only drilled one hole, and you have to really know the hole. The significance of the hole is not, it didn't go along the fault, it went through the fault, because sometimes you can go along the fault and so you have this deceiving length of what that resource is. Right. But we drilled through it and through the fault, so we are extremely confident that we're going to be hitting next year. Okay. And we also are extremely confident that the Titan Queen is a porphyry, so the combination of having a high-grade skarn system that we know of, as well as a porphyry that we know of, that's something that's pretty exciting, and we're very excited about that next year.
Okay, thank you very much. Good luck.
Thank you.